Welcome to a new episode of Just a Taste. This is a gaming news show where I will go over all sorts of gaming related news from the past week. I'm your host, Saintless Pretzel, and let's jump to the news. There was a Nintendo Direct on Wednesday. Let's go over a few highlights, and like always, the full Direct is in the description below. The Direct started with a neat little gameplay trailer for the long-awaited Pikmin 4. The trailer showed a new cast of characters, a new ice Pikmin, and most importantly, a new dog-like creature. This friend-shaped friend will help you swim with your Pikmins, break things, and even bring home heavy stuff. This game will be released on July 21st. A new expansion pass for Splatoon 3 has been announced. It will contain 2 DLCs, the first one being a new lobby based on the original Inkopolis of the first game. Other than being a cosmetic change, it doesn't seem to have much effect on gameplay. The second DLC is Side Order, a new single-player campaign exploring what happened in the Inkopolis Square, the area the second game took place in, but few details have been revealed. The gameplay for Bayonetta Origins, Cerisa and the Lost Demon has been showcased in more detail. The core of the game seems to be you controlling Cerisa and the Demon Cheshire at the same time, to solve puzzles and fight enemies. A remaster of the original Metroid Prime game has been released digitally, and will release in stores on February 22nd. It is mostly a visual overhaul, so if you've never played the original, you're in for a treat. New gameplay has been detailed for Master Detective Archives Raincode. The trailer showcased the different detectives and some of their supernatural abilities that will help you in all of your cases. A very short teaser showed that the new Professor Layton game will be coming to the Switch in the future. A new short Mario Kart trailer showed off a new Yoshi Island track that will be part of the 4th wave of tracks releasing this spring. Surprisingly, they also announced that Birdo will be added to the game at the same time. Game Boy and Game Boy Advance games have been added to the Nintendo Switch Online service. I will not list all the games here, but a lot of classics have been announced and I'm very excited to play many of them myself. More varied gameplay of Tears of the Kingdom has been showcased. No details have been confirmed fully, but it really does seem to be a more complex Breath of the Wild, and it will be interesting to see how it plays out. A new season of Overwatch 2 released Tuesday. This update features a new Arctic Peninsula map. It's a control map that features cute penguins. The season also promises a wide variety of cosmetics, including a One Punch Man Doomfist skin and a Valentine's Day Anzo. A new Marvel Snap season begins. It's called Into the Quantum Realm and it is themed around the upcoming movie Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. It features a new card MODOK, available in the Season Pass, 4 new locations, tons of new variants, and 4 new cards that will join Series 5. Speaking of Series 5, the developers have heard the feedback that those cards are too hard to get, and said they are working on a solution. A new patch has been released for Dwarf Fortress. It adds back the arena mode, where you can playtest silly fight matchups, or debug things for mods. Hogwarts Legacy is now officially out for all to play. I trust you all with a choice to either play the game or not, but I am making the choice of not covering this game or its updates any more than this in future episodes of this show. Without any previous announcements, Sonic Colors Ultimate has shadow dropped on Steam. This remaster of a beloved game still seems to suffer the issues that plagued its initial release, however. So weird lighting, buggy levels, all the usual suspects are here. To add fuel to the fire, it also uses the widely hated DRM Denuvo, which usually causes worse performance in the games that use it. So I would only recommend playing this as a last resort if you really want to play this game. Bandai Namco has released a new gameplay mechanic introduction trailer for Tekken 8. In it, the developers explain how the Rage system and the new Eat system will work in the upcoming game. These systems should make their game really satisfying to watch and play, since both are designed to reward aggression, which will be at the core of the game. A separate trailer featuring gameplay of the returning character Nina Williams was also released. It's time to get sus! Among Us VR is releasing a new map. It is inspired by the beloved Polus map of the first game, but with a more VR-friendly layout. They are also asking the community to vote on the map's name, with the 3 possible names being Polus Mines, Polus Frontiers, or Polus Point. Bad news for the people on The Last of Us hype train. The PC port for The Last of Us Part 1 is being delayed from the 3rd of March to the 28th of March to ensure the game's quality is up to standard. This short delay is a good thing if it can make the game more stable on launch, which is where a lot of games fail these days. An update for the mercenary mode in Hearthstone has been announced. This update will introduce 6 new mercenaries, dual type mercenaries like human undead, celestial beast, etc., a clearer new faction system, and finally a new boss rush mode. Outside of bug fixes or balance changes, this will also be the last update this game mode will receive. The highly anticipated gameplay trailer for The Day Before has been released after multiple delays. However, the trailer is disappointing to say the least. The game seems very bare bones, and is far from everything that was expected based on the previous showcases. This is leading many to believe that the game might be fake, or even its features exaggerated. This story is still developing, and it will be interesting to see how things evolve until the game's currently planned release in 9 months. PlayStation posted 4 indie blog spots covering indie games currently in development for the PS5. Let's go over them. The first game showcased was Pacific Drive. In this game you drive around and explore a dangerous area filled with strange anomalies, and try to salvage loot to upgrade your car for the next excursion. The second game showcased was Eternights. This game is an interesting blend of a dating sim and an action game. The game tasks you with exploring a post-apocalyptic world and balancing between developing relationships and exploring dungeons in order to save the world. The third game that was showcased is Animal Well. This is a new Metroidvania game where your only goal is to make sense of your surroundings and explore this mysterious land filled with all sorts of different animals. The final game that was showcased is Pixel Junk Scrappers Deluxe. This is a beat 'em up and also a clean 'em up. In this game you need to defeat the enemies and also clean up the streets by picking up their bodies or debris and throwing them into your garbage truck. Here are a few highlights to look forward to next week. The co-op game Blanc will release on the 14th on the Switch. The hybrid slasher shooter from the makers of Ninja Gaiden and Dead or Alive, Wanted Dead, releasing on the 14th on all platforms other than the Switch. The PC release of Returnal, the gorgeous roguelike shooter, on the 15th. The Final Fantasy rhythm game, Theatrhythm Final Bar Line, releasing on the 16th. The giant beast hunting game, Wild Hearts by Omega Force, the studio behind the Dynasty Warriors game, releasing on the 16th. And finally, last but not least, the remaster for the beloved JRPG Tales of Symphonia, releasing on the 17th. We have now reached the end of today's show. If you learned something new, or if you have games you want me to cover in the future, leave a comment and I will have a blast reading them. I will also always try to leave as made link in the description to the different news I covered. So if some of the news got you hungry for more, go have a look down there. And while there, grab a free like and subscribe shaped candy, they're delicious. See you guys next week, and remember, this was just a taste.